Hey everyone, it's Ms.Marci. Today I have a book for you. The title of our book is SuperWorm. We have an author and an illustrator. The author is the person who writes the words of a book, and the illustrator is the person who would draw the pictures. Today our author is Julia Donaldson and our illustrator is Axel Scheffler. SuperWorm is super long. SuperWorm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, watch him squirm. Hip, hip, hooray for SuperWorm. Help! Disaster! Baby Toad has hopped onto a major road. Someone help him quick. Oh no! Look, a SuperWorm lasso. The bees are feeling bored today. They need a nice new game to play. Cheer up, bees, no need to mope. SuperWorm, the skipping rope. Beetle's fallen in the well. Is she drowning? Who can tell? Not to panic, all is fine. It's SuperWorm, the fishing line. Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snails and sister slugs, Uncle Earwig and Auntie Ant, clap and cheer and chant this chant. SuperWorm is super long, SuperWorm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, see him squirm, hip hip hooray for SuperWorm. The chant is carried on the air to the wizard lizard in his lair. He mutters in his servant's ear, find that worm and bring him here. The servant crow is black and grim. Everyone is scared of him. They all let out a fearful shriek to see their hero in his beak. The wizard waves his magic flower. Now, SuperWorm, you're in my power, and you must tunnel, writhe, and coil to find me treasure in the soil. SuperWorm is very cross to have a lizard as his boss, but when he tries to slink away, the wizard's magic makes him stay. For days he tunnels, twists, and winds, but all the treasure that he finds is 2 small buttons and half a cork, a toffee, and a plastic fork. The lizard flicks an angry tail. Have one last try, and if you fail to find that treasure down below, I'll feed you to my hungry crow. The crow is flapping through the night. Everybody looks up in fright. They see him perch upon an oak and listen to his dreadful croak. SuperWorm is good to eat. SuperWorm's a special treat. He'll be juicy, fat, and firm. Hip, hip, hooray for SuperWorm. Action, quickly, at the double. SuperWorm's in frightful trouble. We must help him if we can. We must hatch a cunning plan. The garden creatures leave their home carrying a honeycomb. They jump and fly and crawl and creep and find the lizard fast asleep. They chew the petal off his flower to rob him of his magic power. The caterpillars fetch some leaves while busily the spider weaves. I wonder what they have up their sleeves. The web is strong, the web is tough, the web is plenty big enough. The wizard wakes, this isn't funny. I'm wrapped in leaves and stuck with honey. Then up the bees and beetles fly and lift the web into the sky. This is the place, and bang, crash, thump, the wizard's in the garbage dump. And now from somewhere underground there comes a distant rumbling sound. The earth begins to heave, and then SuperWorm is back again. SuperWorm, the swing, the slide, the hula hoop, the fairground ride. SuperWorm, the belt, the hat, the crane, the train, and the acrobat. Then toads and beetles, bees and bugs, brother snails and sister slugs, Uncle Earwig, Auntie Ant, clap and cheer and chant this chant. SuperWorm is super long, SuperWorm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, see him squirm, hip hip hooray for SuperWorm. The end. Now, I really enjoyed that story, and I hope you did too. One of the awesome parts about this story is that it has lots and lots of rhyming words. Rhyming words are words that have the same sound at the end. So an example of a rhyming word is stop and hop. Now, those two words are not the same. They don't mean the same thing, but they have the same ending sound. Now, what I'm going to do is read you the chant from our story. And with your mom or your dad, I want you to try to find the rhyming words in the chant. One way you can do this is clap when I say rhyming words, or when I'm finished reading, you can go through and choose which words rhyme. Okay? So I'll just read it for you one time, and then you and your parents can do the activity. SuperWorm is super long, SuperWorm is super strong. Watch him wiggle, see him squirm, hip hip hooray for SuperWorm. Now it's your time to try and find those rhyming words. Have a good day.